Hey everybody, welcome to the fourth installment of our series on how we plan on saving the world. And now today we're talking about ground zero. We're talking about the San Diego marketplace and the venue that we are currently in. Ultimately the only path to getting to success nationally and to creating a widespread mainstream brand is to make this San Diego concept as successful as it possibly can be. And fundamentally, the invitation there is across the board the same as it is for every other effort we're making, and that is to try to win consumers, to try to win you over to this brand, to understand that when you buy from us, you're making the world a better place. Same with investment. Look, we're about to be live on a platform. Maybe by the time you're watching this, we already are live on a platform called WeFunder, and it provides an opportunity for people to invest. And if you are in the San Diego market, I think it's just a perfect opportunity to invest into something that you can also be a part of. And so as we continue to build mass here, we're going to be successful. So those are the two sides that I'm most interested in right now. And there's two efforts, two calls to action that are going to be actionable for the people watching this video. The first isn't just, hey, buy from us when you're ready. It's actually join the membership. As we continue to design and to engineer what a social value enterprise is supposed to be, one of those things is it's supposed to be a member-owned company, or at the very least have a member-owned component. And from what I can tell in all the research and all the debate I've done internally and with others, is consumers should have so much say over what it is they're consuming, over what you're consuming. For goodness sakes, if you're going to be putting some plum wine into your body, don't you deserve to have control over how sweet it is, how dry it is, what your preferences are? That's the idea behind having a vibrant and sizable member-owned company. The way I see it is this location has so many seats and can accommodate 2,500 members at maturity here. And if we can reach that because of this campaign, we've already become monumentally successful. So as you can see here, the first mover and the first ask, and the way that you can be a part of creating a world and an economy that works for everyone is by putting your money where your mouth is, by becoming an advocate for our brand, and by consuming by becoming a member with us. Now, memberships are $35 a month. That's not something that breaks the bank, and it's something that gives you an excuse to either come up and pick up some wine or a growler fill of kombucha or whatever, or come and have a date night, or in the case of some people, don't come for a year and then throw your birthday party here. There's so many different ways of using those points, of using the store credit, and of advocating and consuming with us. But that is, in fact, the first step. And my hope is that you're not just going to commit to FruitCraft here in San Diego and to become a member of it, but you're also going to take the social value pledge, because in so doing, you will be committing your consumption, your investment, and your labor to causes that are bigger than yourself. And so when you're looking to consume with other companies, that becomes the huge part. And part of the reason why I'm excited about this model and the potency of it is if I can win you over to a point where you say, I want to buy social value, I want to make a difference. Well, you might only have one option right now. We're the first social value enterprise. But the whole point of this in San Diego is to take the profits of FruitCraft to launch other social value enterprises so that you can open up the rest of your wallet and say, I'm going to make a difference. And that's great for the companies we're going to launch. Could you imagine if the 2,500 members of ours who are consuming with that kind of advocacy also said, the moment you start a craft yogurt place that does the same stuff, I'm going to take my yogurt consuming dollars and move it over? That company could immediately launch with thousands of advocates, because you aren't just buying into the FruitCraft vision, you're buying into the vision of social value economics, social value capitalism, and of the School of Social Value. That, my friends, is the changing of our agreements and the understanding of the power that we have. Now, here in San Diego, I want to continue to paint the picture of what that looks like. But this one location, if we just reached 1,000 members, it'd be monumentally successful to begin with. We've already got dozens and dozens of weddings and other private events on the books, but if you know of anyone looking to throw a bridal shower, a wedding, a corporate party. We have so much venue space and we bring so much value to those types of customers, and it makes a huge difference for us. So those are other ways that you can help. But what that looks like in this one microcosm of this one location here in the heart of Hillcrest can be transplanted and put into Oceanside. It can be transplanted and put into La Mesa. It can be transplanted and put anywhere where the market deems that there's a possibility of acquiring more customers. And so what I would like to see in San Diego is huge critical mass built. You know, if we, with this campaign, acquire enough members and enough investment, we will already be able to launch locations number 2 and number 3 in the coming year. And then in that, we amass even more profits that collect together, and we can launch 4 more locations here in San Diego just shortly after that. And then in a very short horizon, we could talk about maturity, which is tons of revenue. We're talking about 5, 6, 7 locations. That's probably around $50 million of revenue when people like you are buying our brand in stores, buying our brand in restaurants, as well as advocating for restaurant consumption here in the tasting room. So that would be huge. Let me break down what that looks like. $50 million of revenue would be about $10 million of profits. And since we'd be sharing those profits, we'd be giving out $100,000 grants to other entrepreneurs who need that foundation to transition to help start another social value enterprise concept. That would mean here in San Diego alone, 10 million divided by 100,000, that's 100 companies every single year that we would incubate and we would launch so that you could open up the rest of your wallet and we could make a sizable, concerted, quick difference so that we can take over the economy of San Diego, we can take over the economy of every other metropolitan marketplace through competition, almost in the same way the coronavirus is taking over the world right now. Literally, get it in, let it do its thing, and then it's saturated, and next thing you know, the economy now is at the beck and call and is beholden to consumers. It's beholden to laborers, and it's no longer exclusively beholden to financial interests. That is the dream. That is the vision. That's what I'm inviting San Diego residents to participate in, and even those who don't live in San Diego who want to invest or contribute monetarily by becoming a member. There are other ways of sending product to your door or at least benefiting from the investment instrument and the growth of our brand and company. So these are the concerted ways we build FruitCraft. We make it great, but it starts here in San Diego. And once the systems are finished being engineered, and once we've really got an idea of how much traction you consumers can bring to us, we will grow by leaps and bounds, and we are ready to franchise this concept and give you not only an opportunity to consume, invest, and labor consciously, but perhaps you want to be a founder and you want to work your tush off the way I have because you know it's the best way to make a difference. In the next installment, we're going to talk more about the School of Social Value and its mission. The culmination of FruitCraft's success will fuel this movement, but it just does not end there. So stay tuned for the next video, and until then, remember to do good and to share with others. Cheers.